Did it work? Did it work?
It's working. Well, I can see it over there. So if anybody's tuning in from Instagram, comment so I can see it. I think it's over there. I think it's there. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on.
I'm there.
You're here.
That's me.
You're on there?
I'm right there. You're pointing at me.
You're there. What do we got? What do we got? We got Tim. We got Scott. We got Zarek. We got Scott. Scott. The show's about to start. You're right. The show was about to start. And it did start. And who have we got? Everybody we got so far is on Facebook. Okay, cool. Cool beans. So I'm waiting. Hold on a second. I have to send a message to Troy. So Troy is actually currently on the road.
Where to?
He is heading to Kentucky.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I think he's going to Kentucky.
Going to Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, right. And so he's actually on the road, and he's going to pull over and stop. Okay, go away. He's going to pull over on the side of the road and stop and start yattering about STX 24 things and other small things, car things, RC things. So,
hey, Tyler.
Tyler, yes. Hello, Tyler. I am just trying to get this side to work. All right. Okay, that's working. It's got a delay. We're on. Where are you?
Where you at, man?
Okay, let's see. Are you getting cavity searched?
Wrecked them. Damn near killed them.
Right? All right, okay. So there's that. Yeah. So hold on. I have Tanya checking on her account to see if it works too. Hey, look at that. There we are. We're talking on Instagram.
Insta.
Although it does have a fair delay.
Well, that's so the government can see what we're saying and choose to, edit that.
Yeah.
Get the tinfoil. Get
Sure.
the tinfoil kittens.
Where is your hat? Where is your tinfoil hat, by the way?
Well, I got a chip bag. Got some foil on it. Just put that on my head. There we go. We're good. I can't read my thoughts.
Oh, the grease. Why is there so much grease? Okay, well, I kind of wanted to wait until he's on here. So let's show you guys this. Let's just get right into what you wanted to talk about right now.
Yeah, I was a little excited from the weekend.
You're really excited because you did really good with it, right? At least that's the theory.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So let's take a peek at this. Can I do this one-handed? No, I can't do this one-handed.
Their quality.
This is how every high-end motor should be packaged.
Ta-da!
Music coming out of it.
Music coming out of there, and doves, and that's the way every high-end motor should be packaged like this. Straight up. I don't care what anybody says, this is the way this should be. He's messaging me. He's like, where's the link? I sent it to you. It's right there, man. Now, is that not probably the sexiest packaging of any high-end RC product?
I gotta say, yeah,
Yeah,
freaking phenomenal.
right? I think it's beautiful. Freaking beautiful.
And then afterwards, you can put your stuff in it.
Yeah. I don't have a high-end expensive motor like that yet
I do.
because I'm not worthy. Instead, I get funky little cameras and weird things like that record you guys doing your nonsense.
You do what you're good at, right?
I actually have a short little vid, but I can't. Well, I guess I could turn the volume down on it. I could do that. So I got this new 360 camera, and this new 360 camera lets you record, and as you're doing it, you can use the AI after the fact, and it will record what you're doing. But first, I'll show you guys. You guys talk about this fancy motor. Here, you talk about this fancy motor.
I want to talk about fancy motor first.
Let's talk about fancy motor. Okay.
Fancy motor. So before, I was doing pretty good. And then some other people had to show up and get their fancy motors and then start kicking my ass. And in comparison to these certain people, I was quite a bit slower. I was at least half a second off pace on average. And then I told Travis, I need this. It's like, I need this motor. Oh God, I need it. And it paid off last weekend. I actually got the fastest time in all the land for one lap, the hot lap, which was great because I was pushing really hard, trying to had some problems at the first part of the main. Got stuck behind James and I had to make a clean pass, and his car was all over the place. I was like, okay, I got to find a spot and shoot for it. So he finally made a crash. I got around him, and by that time, Michael was starting to come, and I let him pass me. Okay, I just gotta give her, right? I'm gonna stick behind him. He's usually a lap up on everybody, so I'm gonna stick right to him and see how long I can stay behind him. I'm like, fuck, this guy's, why is he driving so slow? Why is he driving so slow? So afterwards, he said that after the race, he said, "Oh, well, you got the hot time." Like, no, that must have been the other Aaron that was racing. And no, I beat him out by a couple hundredths of a second. Wasn't much, but going from being so far behind to keeping up with them, that made a lot of difference. And the only thing I changed was the motor and a little bit of gearing. Just had to gear it right because every motor is a little bit different.
Did you put that one on the dyno?
I did.
You did. You did.
Yes.
So when you did it on the dyno, you did some other stuff to it. You turned it into a cheater motor with some fancy bits, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I put the
You guys and your
screws in
cheater.
it. That's what it was.
Hey,
I put the fancy screws in it, the titanium
fancy
screws.
screws.
So I'm like,
So what
okay,
you're saying is your motor got screwed.
we gotta find out if these screws make a big difference. Everybody's like going on and on about them, non-magnetic, and so I put it on the dyno and tested it on there, and there was like no difference. So I took the screws out, put the original ones back. I was careful, just pull one out at a time, do one at a time.
Yeah.
That way nothing shifted, and nothing.
I'm trying to FaceTime me from Mexico right now.
Yeah, so the screws, I couldn't see it on the motor analyzer. I'm not too sure. Maybe when I'm running it under load, it might make a difference.
Yeah.
But not under load, it was fine. It was the same.
Very cool. Okay, so Troy's here. There he is.
What's
Hey,
up,
Troy.
y'all?
What's up, man? What are you doing? Where are you?
Did it go sideways? There we go. That's better.
That's way
I'm
better.
currently in Linwood, Washington.
What are you doing in Linwood? Why would you go there?
So I actually I used to own the spray foam truck in the spray foam business. Someone in Kentucky bought it, so I am driving from Vancouver to Kentucky in 5 days.
And then walking home.
Yeah, it's a long walk home.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's up, mini scale world?
Mini scale world. You tell me, man. I got questions.
That everything is popping off. If anybody in this video hasn't already joined SCX24 Canadian Edition, there's the shameless plug. We're approaching 1,000 members very slowly, but we're getting there. Obviously, the 24 scale has completely taken over the world by storm. I don't think anybody really thought it would be as popular or have as many upgrades as that have come out.
It's ridiculous.
It's like I started it when I started this group. SCX 24s had brass upgrades, and that was it. I was the first person in Canada easily to do the double motor upgrade, which was basically just 2 motors on the same plate. Now we have various different motors, various different upgrades. We have multiple companies fighting for essentially the top spot of, Mofo RC, Furry Tech.
All these guys making all this little stuff, eh?
Absolutely. Like even Proline jumped on with a bunch of new tires. Proline's doing Hyraxes now. How can
I'm not gonna lie. The Proline, well, actually, that's something else just got released today as well. So later on today, you're gonna see that Pitbull Tires has actually officially released their 2. They came out with 2 1-inch tires in the Alien compound. So I'll be talking about those later.
Yeah. I mean, also like just, it's awesome because they're keeping it relevant. They're coming out with new trucks. It's a little sad that they're only coming out with Jeeps. Everybody knows I'm not a Jeep guy.
Hey man, RC 4-wheel drive came out with a Toyota for you.
Yes, I know. I don't have it yet. One of the cool things, actually, while we're talking about the Gladiator, real quick, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but Jeff Rue from Fusion 3D Printing over in Edmonton found out that the new SCX 24s actually come with turn signals.
What? They come with turn signals in them already?
So honestly, Jeff Rue knows better than I do. But he has displayed, I'm pretty sure he's the first person to find out about it, like North America wide. But yeah, when he turns his truck to the left, there's a left turn signal. When he turns his truck to the right, there's right turn signals. There's spots for the LEDs, and he's figuring all that out. He made a bunch of accessories. He made little hinges for the doors, mirrors, I think windshield wipers. He made a bunch of stuff for it. He's super ahead of the game. It's really cool to see. Everybody in the Canadian edition is just full of stoke, full of joy, pumping the 24s.
Full of joy.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that a year ago I started this group with the expectation of being able to trade with Canadian people, and we keep getting told it's one of the better groups amongst the 24 scale. So we're just trying to keep up the good work, keep up the positivity, keep the free prizes running, and making sure everyone's happy and informed.
Let's take a look here. SCX 24 Canadian edition is how big?
Yeah.
867 current members right now.
Nice.
Yeah. And we're taking all the proceeds and all the extra money, and we, like Jason and others, they build really crazy trucks, and then on our milestones, like our 500, when we got 500 members, we gave away this crazy dually truck. It had a flatbed, it had a winch on the flatbed. The flatbed like moved over. It was a 6x6. It had dualies. It was insane. It was like a $1,500 build. Gave it away for free. All of the proceeds and everything that we acquire and we sell for our sticker draws or whatever other, all goes towards builds, and we just stoke the community out and stoke everyone out.
So I've got something to a question for you.
Yeah.
I know you have 1/10 scale, and I know you have all the scales except for the big giant sucker.
I know.
But you want one. And what I'm wondering here is, come summer, when the weather's nice and you're not trapped indoors anymore, Do you keep on using your 24s?
Honestly, yes. There's so much popularity to it. I've been asked throughout a couple of the local groups as well if I would host a 24 scale along with the 110 scale stuff. It's basically a new class, you know.
So you're still using it over the summer when it's nice out and you can go climb on rocks with a big truck.
Yeah, I mean, so I really like my big truck. You can't really go trail running with a 24. I mean, you could, but it better be a really small trail.
In your fairy garden, you can go trail running.
The biggest thing for the 24s with me, and the really cool thing that I like to see is how many indoor courses are coming out now. Everybody's being creative. You can just use paper mache. You can use styrofoam, spray foam, cardboard, popsicle sticks, chicken wire, whatever you want. And basically, it's a great way to crawl without having to leave your house.
Right.
And that's honestly, I think, one of the biggest selling points is the fact that people are like, I don't need to go to the scale trail in order to have fun, and I can get into this for a fraction of the price of an upgraded 110.
Yeah, they're so inexpensive for the little guys.
Just $169. I don't know,
And
Travis. I don't know if there's. I don't think it was Travis. There was some company that posted an SCX 24 Canadian edition, $200 shipped to your door, and I was like, whoa. And that's anywhere in Canada.
The older ones, like the Deadbolts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Deadbolts were
I don't think
cheaper.
Gladiators ship to your door for $200 right now.
Yeah, unless they're just offering free shipping. If they're eating the shipping on it, then yeah. So let's see if I can get this thing to stream without.
But yeah, we're hoping for basically a 24 scale, crawler course while everyone's running their 110 stuff. After they're done running, we'll run a 24 scale, just like we used to do trailer parking contest and all those mini contests that happen after this, usually like a scale competition or a crawler competition. Is just like another extra. And not only that, a lot of guys are really stoked to bring out their 24s that they've worked really hard on and kind of put it to the test on an outdoor application, because indoor versus outdoor is dramatically different.
There you go. Dave is answering your question. There's ports on the ESC for signal lights. Jeff is printing the pods for the LEDs.
There you go. Exactly. Dave down. Dave is one of the founding members of SCX 24 Canadian Edition. He didn't win anything for over a year. Tune in to every Sunday live that we do, which every Sunday we do a live at 7 p.m. Vancouver time. We give out a bunch of prizes. We do a prize wheel. We do a sticker draw. We do everything. Dave put his name in for a whole year, and only on the anniversary of the year did he win something. So Dave's got our back. He's very well informed. He loves his 24s, and he's one of the founding members. So we respect Dave a lot.
Okay, so just not only SCX 24s, but what else have you got that's in that scale?
Oh man, we got the RC 4-wheel drive. They came out with the Mini TF2. Mm-hmm. If you can find one, you got the Proline ambushes from a long time ago. Those are also.
I had one of those.
Yeah, I sadly just sold mine to 8 and 10.
Like an idiot, I got rid of mine a long time ago, thinking, they're never going to make it. Then Axel came out with the 24 after, and then they blew up and became popular.
Oh,
so now all I've got that are relics are trail trekkers and mini RCs.
Yeah, and then we also, I think there's the IMX as well, and then Panda Hobby is coming out with a bunch of awesome stuff. So Panda Hobby actually has a stock truck that you can buy in the box with portals, which is really cool. But yeah, IMX, Charisma 2, IMX Charisma, SCX 24, Proline Ambush, and
Mini Z.
Mini Z. Oh yeah, Kyoshos. The Mini Z Kyoshos. You can get the 4Runner. There's not really many options, but they are really rad trucks. They look super scale. They're not all that upgradable, but you can upgrade anything you want as long as you want to customize it and do whatever you want.
Okay, well, I got something else for you to look at now. I don't know if you have any on-road stuff or not. Do you?
On-road? What do you mean?
On-road. So these guys here.
Oh, is that the what's the brand name of
Drift Art.
Yeah. Those, okay, there was someone in the community. Oh, man, someone in
Chad.
the community raving about them.
Chad Snow.
Yeah, Chad.
Yeah,
dude,
Chad's the reason I have this.
Yeah, those things rip. Like, from what I've seen, those are nothing but amazing. Like,
So-
straight out of the box.
I finally got the last piece, I think. I'm going to open it up and take a look here. So I'm going to do this because you appreciate the small stuff. So this is my Drift Art chassis. Okay. It's got a little bit of a lag on that camera. So it's all carbon fiber. I haven't put the electronics in.
Damn, that's a nice chat.
This box is full of goodies. It's got the motor. Here's the ESC. I've got the drift gyro. Everything is in here. Extra wheels. And I've been waiting for the final piece to show up before I can finish doing this build, right? So Chad got it for me. Put that over there. And I'm going to take it out of the mail.
Oh, you got it.
Fresh in the package.
I've opened it so that I could see it.
I don't
But
know
I
what
thought
this is.
I would unveil this.
Just to make sure it was what it was, right?
Yeah. I just want to unveil this and make sure.
It's a big bag of not RC cars.
Yeah. Let me zoom in on this. There. Okay. Get this up here close for you guys.
Look at the packaging. Like, just their packaging alone, like, says it all, man.
Right?
That is so...
So this is, I'm not sure if this is 3D printed. I think it is. It feels like it's 3D printed on a resin printer. It smells like it's had alcohol on it, so it's probably been cleaned off on a resin printer. This is the full-on body kit. Let's see if I can get a picture of what it's supposed to look like in the end. So this is giving you a quick little rundown of some of the ideas. New body.
Wow. It looks like there's so much customization. Like, I see wings, I see tons of little things in the pictures. Like,
there's tinted there's tinted glass.
oh, you can't ask for better than tinted. Hide all those electronics.
Well, it's tinted resin, but it's still tinted, right?
Yeah.
And there's the louvers for the back.
Back window louvers.
Back window louvers.
So cool.
This whole bag. There's a spoiler in here. Let's just open it all up. We'll spread it all out onto the counter.
All out and lose all the pieces, right?
Let's spread it all out and lose everything before I get a chance to put it all together. This is all the stainless.
What? It even comes with stainless stuff? That's a quality kit, man.
Oh yeah. This is a very expensive guy. Come here. Okay. Open this up.
The size gets smaller, but the price gets more.
Oh, that's what I thought too. Well, actually, it's not like that for everything, but you aren't wrong. Like, the smaller it is, normally the more expensive it gets. Because the 24 was so readily available, wow, look at all that chrome that comes with it.
Right? Like, that's credit card size, basically, but it's all been pre-cut, ready to go.
That's so cool.
Right? Toyota Supra body.
I get one of these now.
And now we have the wings.
Sham cart handle.
And then all like the front clip, everything in here. Like everything has been separately made.
Yeah,
this
that's
a real body mount set. Here's your mirrors. I'm trying to hold it down into the lens here. There we go. There's the mirrors.
That thing is going to look so cool scooting around your ground. And the other thing is, like, you know, the awesome thing about this scale is, like, if you had a 1/10 scale drift car, don't get me wrong, you could have fun in your store. But now that you've scaled it down, all of your aisles are, like, 4 times the size. So, like, anything. You can just let it go by, have fun.
Okay, it's hard to show you guys on the camera.
So small.
These are raised. So that's actually raised lettering.
That's wild.
So that's there's mirrors in there, and then it's cut out saying Supra,
right? Yeah.
and the Toyota logo emblem.
Got it. I love my Toyotas, man. Love my Toyotas.
I knew you'd appreciate this one.
Oh yeah.
That's why I waited until you were on before I took a look at it.
That's yeah, wow. I think you're surprising yourself pulling this apart. And that says everything about it.
Let's look at this here. Let's see what is in here, because it looks to me like there are. So here's your back window, right? There's a little bit of a delay on that stupid camera. I can't get rid of it. There's front window. You got side windows. And then we have all of the headlights and tail lights in here.
All your lenses
all clear. And
man,
these are actually ready for LEDs.
Huh.
I don't even want to know how long it took someone to draw that up on CAD and figure all that stuff out with all the sizing and how many trial and errors they had to do to make all that shit immaculately. Like,
well, if you ask Chad will probably tell everybody at some point if he's on the SEX 24 edition. Trying to see where the comments are. But I'll tell you right now that this kit is north of $100 Canadian.
Worth it.
Totally. Just for the detail that's in it alone. Now, my only issue I have now is I got to figure out how I want to paint it. Like, this is going to be an exterior paint. I don't want to screw it up, right? So.
Yeah, no doubt.
So Troy, out of all the 24 scale crawlers, which one is the best one out there?
Ooh, that's a loaded question.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say out of the box, I'd say the 20. Well, I haven't tried the RC 4-wheel drive, so I can't say that I know for sure. But just for simplicity, SX24, definitely. Just for the fact that you can literally out of the box buy upgrades for it. Everybody's talking about it. Every group knows about it. Yeah. There's so many things to follow. There's so many things to read up on. So many people to help you with it, etc. Any of the other 24s though, they're just as easy to upgrade. Maybe some of them require a little more creativity. But honestly, the most capable that out of any of the 24 scales is LGRP, little guys.
Oh, there we go.
They're they're Ultra 4s, are Ultra 24s rather than what they call them, are probably the most capable out of the package because, well, not only they're selling portals now. They're making portals for the 24 scale. I remember a year ago I was like, someone's got to make portals. Now they're making portals. It's like Iceberg RC has portals. Little Guys RC has portals. Mofo RC is working on portals.
Yeah.
And any of those guys like Mofo RC, any of their chassis that you can put all the SEX 24 stuff onto, those are hands down the most capable trucks for sure.
And then you've got I'll get rid of this screen now. Let's get rid of this. Nothing else to show you there anymore. Those guys are all making cool stuff. And then you got Panda Hobby coming out with a portal rig RTR, right?
Yeah, it's plastic. That's one thing I got to say about the Iceberg. They're metal, and the LGRP or LGRCs, Little Guy RC stuff. They're also metal. They're cast, and they're really crazy. So you're gonna get that weight that you want down low. But I mean, yeah, it's impressive, man. It's really impressive what people are cramming into these little tiny things and what they're able to machine and pump out of China or wherever the heck they're getting it done. Who knows?
Okay. So, of your collection, you're gonna answer one more question. What is the one RC in your collection? that you cannot let go?
Oh, lost you.
Someone keeps trying to call me.
Oh,
Go ahead.
what's your one RC in your collection that is absolute? I can't ever let this car go. Or this.
Honestly, it's a 110 scale truck.
Yeah, which one?
It's one that Mike Hutchinson helped me build, and it's my crazy Toyota C2. It's got the what's
Is that
that?
the one you lost the canopy for? No.
No, but it's crazy. I got the Vanquish portal axles on it. I got the twisted something carbon chassis.
Yeah.
It's got the Hornet three brothers motor. It's got literally you couldn't put more money into this truck. But also it's a beast, and just for the fact that Mike went so far to help me with it, it's something I'll always keep just so I can go out with my buddies and I can always raise my 110s. Otherwise, my 24s and everything are pretty disposable. I can always build them again.
Right, exactly. It's one of those things that Aaron likes to do. That Aaron likes to rebuild and just do a new one and get rid of the old. So
No. What I like to do is have something that works and functions. I'm all about I don't think any of my cars, I could sell them all as long as I'm getting replaced with something that functions. Your little scale accessories and all that just breaks down in the functionality.
True.
Man. So
I'm all about functionality. I'm sorry.
You're probably itching to get back on the road.
I got to get back on the road. I got dinner waiting for me down the road. I'm 12 minutes away from my destination for the night. And then tomorrow I leave Seattle and I'm trying to make it to Missoula, Idaho tomorrow.
Missoula tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, hopefully you don't get hit with a snowstorm on the way.
Oh, cross my fingers. I got chains, but we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on. And
absolutely.
We will chat with you when you get back.
Yeah, if you guys have Instagram, follow Troy_Yardwaste. There's going to be updates the whole way. I'm skateboarding and stashing skateboards across America in random spots. That's a little thing I'm doing with land yachts. But it's going to be an adventure. I'm going to probably have some crazy videos here and there. You guys can follow along.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Way cool. All right, man.
That's good. Thanks for inviting me on. If you guys anything, you guys have sport scale or anything, feel free to ask anyone in Canadian SCX 24 Canadian edition. And we're more than happy to help. And happy to be on. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem. Thanks for coming on, even though you're on the road.
Sounds good. Anytime. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Over and out.
Guys stashing skateboards across America.
Hey?
Stashing skateboards across America.
Right?
That's fucking awesome.
All right. Okay. So what were we going? There's something else. Yeah. Oh, Chad is here. Look at that. See, we went and unboxed. Did you just get here, Chad? Or have you been here for a while? Let me see here. So I see Chad in the comments in the chat right now.
Hey, Chad.
So, okay. What do I have to do? Kick from studio. There we go. Kicked. Gone. Just caught the end of us showing off this so badass body. Like, I got a lot of light going on in here, so it's kind of hard to. There it is. Whoa. That thing's so sick. I don't know what color scheme. I got to go look online and check it all out because it's going to be freaking awesome. Got a really good paint scheme, and then I'm going to give it to Ryan and say, here, paint it.
Well, I think the whole drifting thing, we should got the racers going on.
We still can get racers. I have a racer.
We need to get these going on.
I have a racer. Well, it's not brushless, it's brushed. But I already have a mini. I don't have a drifter, so I needed to have a drifter. Now I have a drifter.
I think in April we gotta go down and check out Terry's track.
Yep.
We're doing a road trip.
So, do you guys want to see a little bit of footage from ripping around and a little bit of Euro truck action, smashing and crashing?
Heck yeah, I want to see some Euro truck action.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's add some Euro truck action to this deal so you guys can see.
Last weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just from
okay, yeah,
practice.
that's right. Because we had Leaf out in the Leaf family there. They had 3, and then Tim had his out for 4.
Yep.
4 Euro Truck Madness. We should have had a organized race, I think.
Yes.
But then again, it was Leaf's family's first time to the track. I don't want to put the pressure on. Don't want to scare them away.
I'll figure where I put it, damn thing. I have to find it first.
And now Scott's talking about his broken heart. Fire team destruction.
Yes. I can't show you that one because it's too high res. Fire team destruction tomorrow when you guys tune in. So tomorrow night we'll be doing the bench, RC bench wrenching. And I'm going to open that sucker up and see what was in there and what we did to it.
Oh, man.
This is going to make you cringe. I know it's going to make you cringe.
It made me cringe when I showed up.
Right? You showed up at the end, too. All right, so I'm going to start playing this one here. This is a short clip. I'm going to have to turn off the volume to it, or else I might get copyright because we had the wrong music playing in the background.
Sorry. I didn't think about that. Had the RC racing.
Might not be. Well, there's no music in there.
Bam!
I'm going to pause it for 1 second and just give the computer a chance to load up a bit here. Because it's
This
kind
is
of
all from one camera.
This is all from one camera, but it's actually it's not stuttery or jumpy in real life. So
Oh, there's the here telling me how fast we're going.
okay. So this is all from one camera, all at the same time. So everything is synced up exactly the way it's supposed to be. Right? So that's
All in different vehicles.
So yeah, I'm gonna be able to start recording separate vehicles. I put all 3 screens up at once so you can see.
It's slowing down. It doesn't like it. That's pretty cool. It's all from one camera.
Yeah. Turn it down a bit because there's music in the background. Yeah, I mean it's pretty freaking wild that you can get that much footage out of one camera. So I got the F1 race on there too, right?
So each one of these cameras is following a different car on the track.
Yeah, so you can set it to track each vehicle. So I got one set following Leaf's truck, and then whoever's driving the green truck, and then whoever's driving the yellow truck, all from the same footage. And then
those 2 daughters there.
Yeah. So that's like I'm not panning anything. That's not me panning or anything. That's literally just the camera taking all the shots right there.
That's freaking sweet.
Right? So that's what I like. It's pretty clear. I don't think it's that bad for clarity. It does have a little bit of a blur to it. Mostly that blur is caused from, I think I got to turn it up to a little bit higher frame rate in there. So, okay, so now I'm going to get rid of that because we don't need that now. No more video there for that. Okay.
So next season we can have like the main big event, one big race. Have it all in there, following around the leaders and such.
Yeah, well, once I get this editing figured out how to edit with this thing and get it in the right spot, because we kind of had it in the middle of the track, and what's happening is a 360 camera, but it doesn't want to track. Like you're ripping around the track, it doesn't want to keep following like around and then go around it. It gets all the way and then it decides it needs to kind of like reset back.
Go around that way.
Yeah, and then you go all the way around and race the car around the track and everything, and then all of a sudden it goes backwards all the other way as soon as it loses tracking on it. So that's fine. I know what to do now. Now I know to pull the camera back and not set it in the middle of the track. Set it back on the outside edge of the track, and it can follow continuously that way. So
and then you can have the camera point at the drivers and you can see the reaction when they hit something.
Right?
They crash out bad. It's like, oh.
And then I've got like the really, really good, I don't know if you guys saw the Instagram shot. Oh, you know what? I could probably put that one up here too. Let me find that other one for you. I'll show you guys that quick little short video of the onboard from.
That was cool.
Right?
I think we had some other footage that you're showing me on the way back, and it was like mind blown. It's awesome. Stability of that camera.
Oh, yeah.
I need to have like 5 on my car, one each way.
Where is it?
Yeah, so Travis took the camera, he put it in his F1 car, and then put it right where the guy's head was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the actual camera on F1 is up by the intake, kind of behind the driver's head, off to one side. It was like just like that.
Okay, this one's not, I don't think this one's edited, but.
Looks a little slow on my end.
Was it a little slow on your end? Yeah, that's because it's higher res than StreamYard wants to put out. But that gives you a little sample of what it was supposed to be like.
Yeah, actually watching it right from the source, it was flawless and no rattle. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get some more footage like that. I think we need a camera back of my TC car when we're ripping around.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Okay, I'm going to stop that camera because we don't need it. It might be what's slowing us down here. There we go.
Oh, God.
This guy. But too many things, too much internet. My kids are trying to watch TV. You know they don't have school for the next 2 days.
Some kids don't.
Look how crazy is that?
Other kids do. Like the ones in Oyama do for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. My kids didn't have school. They had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday of last weekend. Then they went to school for Tuesday, Wednesday, today, and now they're on another 4-day weekend. And then I think they go to school for a week and a half or 2 weeks, and then they're off for 2 weeks for spring break.
Yeah, spring break.
Yeah. You know, why bother doing school or anything like that, right?
Always bother with school. Knowledge is key.
All right. You guys want to get into what's new in RC?
Yeah, let her rip.
Let's let her rip. Okay, let's see if this one stutters this time. New
Frost.
in RC, February 23rd.
That's today.
That should be. First up,
Smart.
Reefs RC smart winches. Well, smart servos / winches. So there's 900 and 1100. They're both, that's basically their torque ratings at 8, whatever you want to call it. The reason they're smart is because you can turn them into a winch or you can use them as just a straight regular servo. All you got to do is no modification. Well, except for you got to add the spool, obviously. But you don't have to do anything. You don't have to open it up and take out any of the potentiometers or any of that kind of stuff. You just run it, right? So that, I just got to change this. There we go. So we got that is the new reefs. So they got 1100 and a 900. And also the 44 444 also does the same thing. It'd be a smart winch. And the Traxxas, they've released this. They're calling it a faster high. They call it a high torque, but it's like 276 ounces. So I wouldn't classify that as high torque myself. It is higher torque than a stock servo would be from Traxxas. And it is on Meta gears. It's higher torque than Traxxas, right? And they're saying that it's kind of fast. I'm not really sure if it really is that fast. So that's a new release from Traxxas. And yeah, BM Racing.
Who that?
Yeah. So BM Racing make the tiny little 124 scale drifters and stuff. And they make a lot of small stuff. They've come out with a new edition of their 1/10 scale, the DRR01V2. So it's partnered up with another company, SSRC or something like that, or SRRC. I can't remember exactly the name. Anyways, that's their new release from there. It's a new drifting platform, belt drive rear. These were the 124 scale, 1-inch Proline or Pitbull tires that I was talking about.
Yeah, those look nice. Nice tall tire.
Right? Yeah. And then
Smart.
You're a racer, so I'm going to let you talk about this. This is the carpet edition from S-Works, if you want to call it S-Works. S-Works.
S-Works.
I love how they come out with their really long-winded names. S12-2C two-wheel drive Pro Buggy Carpet Edition. That just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
So that car's designed specifically for carpet racing. A lot of places, they run those type of tires.
Yeah.
It's hard on the carpet, but they just buy new ones as they need.
Yeah. That thing is so low. I like looking at the side shots and the pictures of it. It is so low. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's more like a touring car height on those things.
Yeah.
I know from the past when we ran them on the carpet, you drop the shocks down as far as you can, and they don't drop down far enough. Because off-road you need to have for the bumps, right? But on-road carpet's nice and smooth.
Right.
Wings are crucial for those. In the off-road world, these would be like the Formula 1 cars of the off-road world.
So they do make a dirt edition, but this is their special carpet edition.
Yeah, and this is something that you would convert over carpet edition to drag racing because they're low.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. It's the right length, and you could probably get a custom-made chassis that would work really good for it. RC four-wheel drive has re-released. Well, not re-released. The Volkswagen 2 1/18th scale chassis. Now, people are calling this a Bronco-ish, Scoutish body. It's not actually named as anything.
Old Yeller.
It's not named as anything outside of being this. Where are we here? What are they calling it here? They are calling it the Black Hawk hard body set.
What's yellow?
Yellow. Exactly. So let's call it the Black Hawk, but we're going to make it yellow.
It's more like a brew in there.
Right? Exotech has released an all-metal housing for the 22S. So now that Losey's cranked out another body for that chassis, for the no prep drag chassis, now guys are starting to make reinforced parts and all kinds of aftermarket goodies for it. So that'll be one that you'll see blowing apart on the drag strips as people put way too much power through them.
This is cool.
Whale tail. If I've ever seen one, whale tail.
That's the way it's supposed to be. It's a super bird.
Right? It's nice, but in typical fashion for all the drag racing platforms, it is way out of proportion. This definitely looks like a drag car that you would see on the strip where they basically took a bunch of sheet metal and banged it all together and made a look like body, right?
NASCAR style.
Yeah. I mean, I like the black. It looks really good. I don't mind the green either, but it looked just wide, right?
Yeah, it's kind of missing some of the side detail, but when in drag racing, I don't think
Nobody
you're
cares.
that.
Straight down the track, nobody cares.
Big Karen handle.
Power Hobby has released a set of SCX6 metal bumpers. Well, that's cool, and I like them all and everything. They do have LED lights in them, but the housings for the lights don't look to me to be all that spectacular. They look like just little metal dishes. On a real truck, if you're going for scale, a real truck's not going to have that, right? You're not going to have a little metal dish. You're going to have actual lights. You have been chomping at the bit to talk about this guy. So
yeah,
this is the 3 Racing.
3 Racing. They're known for like very inexpensive cars. They came out with an FGX about 8 years ago. It had independent rear suspension. It's the only F1 that's had it.
Yep.
And they've done a second release on it. And this is the one they're doing now. So
Exotech's got it now too, don't they? Independent rear?
Nope. Solid rear.
Oh, no. They just still a pan. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one here is going to be designed on the new car, on the new 2022 F1 car. It has a lot of cool stuff to it. It has like the drive motor is actually not in line. It's like going direct into it, just like how normal. There it is.
Yeah.
So the motor's going to torque like a real F1 car would.
These are all 3D renderings because the car is not actually made yet.
The guy's still designing it. He's still playing around with the design of it. I kind of wanted to do something like that. If I was ever going to build an F1, bring the motor more forward so I can get the body lines right. I think this one here is going to be the most realistic looking F1 ever.
Now, I wonder how it's going to handle in comparison to the other companies.
Now, the FGX, not known for its handling abilities or its quickness.
Right.
I'm hoping with the tweaking he's doing to that it's going to be a better handling platform. And if not, it's still going to be a cool looking platform. Like, look at that rear wing, how it's mounted. Everything's mounted right. It's just cool altogether.
Yeah, all the imagery that I'm seeing for it online and everything that I found on it so far, everybody seems to be talking about the Formula, the 2022 body style. But nobody's actually, there's only a couple companies making that. But all the prototype pictures, everything he's got, he's talking more and more about the body design. So I'm going to jump out on a limb here and assume that this chassis is going to come, hopefully, with a designed body that goes with it, with the wings and everything, I hope.
Yes, they will, because their cars in the past, they've had to have special bodies for their cars. And, yeah, they do it all. It's really nice. I think now that that we're seeing testing, because testing just started yesterday or today. Today or yesterday, they started doing the testing, and you actually got to see what the real cars look like now.
Right.
Because they do like a fake release. I think they last like 3 weeks. Sometimes you don't see what the car really looks like until they hit the track.
No, not at all, right?
They put out their car they had earlier. It was just like their mocked up car. They just put a paint job on it and called it, and then they put it out for release. And that looks nothing like their car that actually hit the track.
Yeah. And then last week we talked about this the Victory tires from Proline. So here they are. They finally released them all. They're on a 14 mil hub. They're designed to drop onto that Vendetta. Belted so that they won't balloon at all, and they're supposed to be longer durability and stronger. 2.9 inch dual stage foam because everybody's making stuff for the SCX6. As you see, they're in the higher axis for the SCX6. They're a little bit firmer foam, I've heard, than the other foams. So, GTR, Nissan GTR.
Ooh, this one here was an ugly car. Looks like a pro.
Some people love it, and some people can't stand it. Right?
It's just a wedge body. It looks like World GT body. How they're wedged out, lower in the front.
Yeah.
Aerodynamics probably pretty awesome on that car, though.
Yeah. If I was going to choose, I still think I'd probably go with that bitty Camaro. That's still my favorite body.
That's still my favorite
body so far. That's why it's so hard to find. Of all the bodies that everybody's come out with, I haven't seen anybody really beat that one yet. That's my favorite. This one, I think, would make a good body for just doing my test runs. You know, you want to do your practice hits and not scuff up your pretty body. If you have a pretty body. Rock Hobby, 1/12 scale Volkswagen Beetle. Now, you guys pronounce this.
Oh. I don't have the right accent. Sorry.
Commanderwagen type. Commanderwagen. Commanderwagen. There we go. I don't know. I couldn't say it properly if I wanted to. Type E, 25 Beetle, super detailed. But, it's really detailed, so this is going to be for one of those people who wants to have the really realistic looking thing. There's not a lot you're going to be able to do to this. It does have portals. It does have scale opening parts and everything. Hey?
What's the size on that thing like?
1/12 scale, so it's going to be, it's smaller than our on-road cars. Right? This is Dinky RC. They've released a new cage. This is the Apex one version 2. This uses basically whatever 1/10 scale axles you want to run. So they're running on this SCX 10-2 axles. And basically, it's a chassis that's so that you can convert your truck into a comp crawler. Now, this chassis, just for anybody who's out there, with our rock bouncing league that we run, this would totally be legit and legal. You could run this one absolutely with SCX 10 axles or whatever axle fits under it. This cage will work without any issue.
Just gotta find room to put the battery and such in there.
Right? Because everything is crazy tiny on this thing. So
I've seen a couple comp chassis in the past, and there's like parts hanging out, and wires are just kind of,
Oh yeah. I think the best one is Tim's. His little Orlando one that he's got, that little rock bouncer. And it is so small. You basically have to duct tape the battery to the roof, and there's no room. Stock electronics that they recommend for it. Never mind if you want to hop it up and make it faster. So, yeah. Yeah. So, what else we got to show you guys here? Let's get back here to this. So, everybody in the chat, you tell me, what is the one car you can't give up? The one car that you just absolutely would not give up. If your wife said, it's me or the car, what car is it that you're kicking her to the curb?
My wife knows better.
Just stay out of the dungeon, right? That's the best.
She just wouldn't tell me. Wouldn't give me an ultimatum.
No, most of them wouldn't. It's her. Gord says Trax is Max. Scott says it's her. I have. Well, I don't know. Jeez.
You got this. I don't know, this weird connection to your cars. Like, oh my god, that was. I ran that thing back in 1984. Oh, I was a happy child.
Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.
I'm like, get rid of that junk, get something new that works, man.
Well, it works.
I'm looking at my collection. Getting kind of hoardish.
Yeah, it is. It was mean to talk to you about that.
Well, to be fair, a couple of them are not mine.
Dog hair.
In there.
A couple of them are not yours.
Yeah. Like typically the loaner on top shelf. That's not mine. That's RC Club's. Same with the safety car down low. That's not mine.
Technically, I suppose you're right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think that other than that, yeah, that's about it.
That's about it for all your goodies.
But I could sell them all and replace as long as you're getting replaced.
Well, that's my problem. I mean, I have a hoard, and every time I try to shrink it down, it doesn't happen. I seem to be collecting 3 for every one I get rid of. And, I don't know.
I did see something interesting on the buy and sell that you may need. My friend
Really?
Dave is selling something vintage to go with vintage cars. He's got a vintage remote and a vintage ESC.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I have vintage ESCs. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want any of that, but
I have a whole shelf over there that's got a whole bunch of old relic remotes and stuff.
The MOSFETs are hanging out of the speed control and the
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, like a lot of guys don't remember this stuff, but I actually have one of those boxes that would actually check for radio frequencies to see what channel was open, so that when you turned on your car, you knew which chip to put in, which crystal to put in, so it didn't take off, which was totally fine. And that worked great right up until the point somebody else showed up to the track without one of those things and turns on the remote and just halves at it right off the bat. And next thing you know, your car just takes off across you're like driving along, you get closer to them, all of a sudden somebody else has control of your car. It's like Ghost in the Machine.
Well, somebody was telling me when they raced back in the day, and you only could run certain crystals in your cars, if you were winning and you're a top competitor, somebody would just kind of flip something on and off really quick.
Yep.
Screw that driver up.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I mean, you look back at the speed of these old servos and stuff, they weren't fast.
No.
So you quickly give it a turn, it's got, and then you could respond to that. It's like,
yeah, and like you used to have on your radio, you'd have like a little flag saying what channel or frequency you were running, and most of the tracks you showed up to, you actually had to like register and say what channel you were running, and they would tell you when you got there, okay, no, so and so is already running this, and they've already registered, so you got to change or whatever. It just went on and on and on. I mean, there's quite a few frequencies. I think there's like 40 different channels. I should find that thing.
What a horrible time to be RCing.
Right.
I'm so glad I put my stuff away back when, and then got coaxed out to it and just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking back
when they came out with digital technology, that's when things got really good.
Yeah. When my friend said, "You want to go to the RC track and run some RC cars?" I said to the wife, I said, "I don't know if I want to." Like thinking back to when I was a kid, you get the battery pack and you hook up to the car mode, like the car battery, jumper cables right to the battery, nothing in between.
Oh yeah, and that wire got hotter than hell.
Hotter than hell. You go to take it off, and you had to have like oven mitts to take it off.
I had it on my truck, and it was leaning. It was kind of going across. It was pickup, and it had the plastic bezel that goes around the grill, right? You know how they made those chrome coated plastic thing?
Right
And
in
the
there.
stupid wire got hot and cut right through, made this nice little line right through it. I was like, what? So then I ended up going and getting some tin foil and covering wherever I draped the cable, where I've draped the cord down to the ground. That's where I would put it over top of the tin foil so it didn't get so hot. Yeah.
And then ripped into a Tamiya connector, right?
Yeah. Which also got hot. Also got really hot.
Go drive it for like 5 minutes. First minute is like screaming fast, and it's like,
yeah, and you're trying to figure out what happened, and you have no idea with those stupid clip things back then. You had no idea if your battery got charged. The only way you really knew was by grabbing onto the battery. And is it hot? Okay, it must be pretty much charged then.
It's hot.
That was it. Oh, it's hot. Okay, I think it's got a full charge on it.
I think I had hooked up for 15 minutes.
Yeah, because I was old enough to realize the 15 minutes rule. I used to just leave it on there till it got too hot to pick up. And then I knew it was charged.
I had my big ass, digital watch, Timex, big watch.
Oh, did you have that calculator watch? You had that. Oh, I know. Got to have that calculator watch, man. The one that had the buttons that were so small, you needed to get a pen so that you could actually use it. Right? Then you couldn't read it. I should find one of those and show it to Maddox. It would blow his mind. And he keeps on talking about one an iWatch or an Apple Watch or something like that, right? Because it does all these things in this touch screen. Can you imagine showing him one of these old digital computer calculator watches?
I'm pretty sure you got it in the box full of old ESCs somewhere around there.
I might have one, actually. I might have one kicking around in a box, not of old ESCs. But I think I actually have it up in my bedroom in my my headboard. One of the drawers of old junk that you just kind of collect for.
Throw it in there.
But because
it's out.
Because it's old and someday you might want to show it to your kids. I think I got one in that box of old things like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be getting turfed. Get rid of the old, get the new.
Yeah.
You got the phone that does it all now. So you don't need that.
Everything is done on a phone now. You can talk to anybody. It's actually kind of crappy now because when you want to go play and just go do your thing and be left alone, people can get a hold of you too easily.
I just put my phone on mute.
Yeah, because whenever time I phone you, if I ever try to call you, you never pick up.
No,
you always end up
all the time. All the time. I don't think I ever put that phone on because when I first got a phone, I was like the last person to get one. Last one of my friends to get one. I'm like, oh no, you call me on my house phone. If I'm not home, I'm not home.
I'm fishing. Leave me alone.
I'm fishing. I'm out doing something. Leave me alone. So I finally got a phone. And when me and the wife got together, I had my phone on and it ended up ringing all weird hours. And she's like, what the hell? Turn your phone off. I'm like, what? What do you mean? So it's been off, and it's been off ever since.
It's been off ever since. See, I used to
turn my phone on.
I used to be on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And after a while, depending on what industry you worked in or whatever, but after a while, you started to develop anxiety every single time your phone rang.
Oh God!
Because it was like, okay, I gotta go. And the phone's going to ring. And sometimes you had 15, 20 minutes and you were gone. You could be gone for 2-3 weeks.
You don't know.
On a moment notice. Life. Right? And then they bounce you from here to here to here to here. It was no real fun lifestyle, right?
Oh, so, yeah. I did tour up north. It was fun.
Yeah.
I got a knock on my door like 3 a.m. Get your shit. We're going out.
Yeah.
So you always have your stuff, all your stuff. You never put anything in.
Never unpack it.
Always packed up, ready to go. Your clothes are always washed. Even if you had to wash 2 pieces of clothing, You always washed it when you got back to camp.
Yep.
Didn't know where you can do laundry again, right?
Or you'd get to your hotel and you'd never, you know how hotels have always got all these drawers and there's a dresser there. Now everything stayed in the bag. You rifle through the bag, find what you want, shove everything back into the bag because you might be checking out in 20 minutes. You never knew. It sucked.
Stop by the lunchroom there. You load up, and when you load up your lunch, you don't know where you're gonna have lunch again.
Yeah.
So you best be taking 2 or 3 brown paper bags with you.
Yeah, and anything that wouldn't go bad, if it was something that was like in a packaging that was going to be, you could stuff it in your bag and leave it there for a couple of weeks. You did. You grabbed it. You took it with you. Chocolate bars, all that junk. Super healthy. Super healthy.
Bag full of pops.
Yeah, bag full of pops.
Yeah,
so
life.
What else? So that's pretty much it, eh? So racing was good. Stay tuned, and you guys pay attention. You'll see I'm going to have that video up from doing the F1 with a whole bunch more of the action shots from the in-car and the outside shots. The last few races of the season, I'm going to do a lot more of the main event type stuff. The AMAs and stuff. Yeah. Well, I mean, this race here that we did is 9 minutes long, which is not a normal race in any way, shape, or form. But we did run a pace car with it, so
it was actually 15 minutes long.
Yeah, only because we kept on messing around.
No, I put 15 and said let's do it.
Yeah. Well, for some reason, the camera only got 9 minutes of it, so it kind of cuts off. So you guys will have to just guess as to who actually won. But the footage looks cool. I mean, for one camera, it's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
I'm pretty happy with it. And that little onboard camera, that's freaking awesome. I did, however, have a bad experience, and I've got the video for that. I'm just going to put it up on that stupid car. This stupid car just randomly out of nowhere, full tilt reverse, all by itself. And everybody's like, "Oh, that's the Spectrum Electronics or whatever."
Yeah,
no,
I like Spectrum.
I know because I'm running your fancy Sanwa radio that you keep on talking about.
Yeah.
And then it's a Spectrum ESC and motor combo that's in there.
That's the problem right there.
Yeah, but I never had that problem with anything else.
It's smart.
Yeah, no, it's not. So yeah, I haven't pulled it apart yet to do a recalibration on it and get it all working right. But I do need to put taller gearing in it because if I'm going to do speed runs with this car, what it had for gearing in there just wasn't enough. For a brushless combo, it was about the same speed as the stupid brushed one was.
It handled like a tank.
Especially when I put the camera on the top.
Oh,
So you put the camera on there on this mat or on this selfie stick type thing. And it worked. It looked cool, right? But every single time the car went around a turn, you could see in the footage, you could see the car leaning like really hard, like major body roll. And it's because that mast is just pulling it over sideways every time, right? It's going this way and then that way and then this way. And then it did flip the one time because it body rolled until it got up on two wheels and then went wham into the wall. I mean, this thing hit the wall so hard, it ripped the entire back clip off of this body. There's two screws that hold it in here, and then it's double-sided tape on the inside of here. Right now, the only thing holding it together is the double-sided tape. The rest of it is broken.
Yeah, you have to throw some fiber tape and some shoe glue in there.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to waste my time with it as a camera rig again. I honestly think Well, maybe, but I'd probably take the body off of it. I did look at a couple of other options for setting that camera up. I did a little bit of goofing around with it at home after and tried it out. And you don't have to mount that thing upright at all, right? You can mount it on its side. You can mount it any way you want. The only place it doesn't see is right off the bottom of it. That's where your selfie stick would be, right?
Yeah.
So Gord sent me some pictures here. So let's see what he's working on. What is Gord working on today?
I almost think that we should put up a challenge with that car,
Which car?
with that Corvette.
What kind of challenge are we talking about?
Like, who can get the car around the track the fastest? Everybody that goes to the race tonight has 3 laps to make it.
We could do that. I'll bring it on. I'll bring it next week, and we can do that. I mean, I was running the stupid thing on 3S power, and it still wasn't as fast as anything else was. So I'm gonna put the tallest gear I can get in there on it, and run it in 3S, and go from there.
3S.
Holy, Gord sent me 10 photos. Let's see. Okay, so he is working on an SEX-10-2, an Intigi chassis, fresh rock bed, spray paint, lights. This is almost ready for trails. 4 days of work so far. This is that old body I gave you. Let's see. Let's make that bigger. Okay, so picture number 1. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. There's picture number 1. Got it lit up.
Right?
So this is got an old AX10 chassis under it right now.
That looks like a monster truck.
It
It
does.
has like that big structure underneath.
Yeah. There's the old Crawler Ted's Garage body. See if I can get this zoomed in a bit better. It's running one of those 2.2s. They look like they're 2.2s.
I think it's like almost ready for monster jam. Just needs to go a little taller shock on it, and then throw those SMT tires on there.
Yeah.
Monster jam it.
How many pictures we got going? There we go. Now we're going the right way. There's a chassis one. Pushing the wrong button and going the wrong direction, man. So basically, you have taken an SEX-10 chassis and used the AX10 chassis plates as a drop frame. Not a bad idea. Appears to be working. Almost looks like a monster truck build that way. Eh?
It does. It really does. Drop frame like that. Like I said, he raised up a little bit and put those big monster truck tires on it.
Yeah.
Funny.
Spray and box liner. Crazy bright lights on the hood. Or under the hood. Or under the grill, should we say. 2.2 rims and 2.2 swappers.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Monster jam.
And I think that's all the pictures you sent me. That's all of them. So, yeah, that's what Gord's working on tonight. I'm going to be working tomorrow night on maybe that guy a bit after I find out what's wrong with the fire team. Which, by the way, you were there. Everybody else was there. We took the X-Max and the fire team and went head-to-head with them and beat the living crap out of both of them and broke both of them. So when everybody says that the X-Max is way better, I broke the X-Max first when we were head-to-head. I broke the fire team by itself when I hit a tree. Well, stump. Whatever.
I showed
If
up
there's
and
a
it was
tree, if there's a tree or an instationary object somewhere, I am 100% positive I will hit it.
target fixation.
Target fixation. It's just happens, man. And then there was that horrendous howling noise coming out of the transmission. We've got to find out what that is. I'm pretty sure we blew apart the center diff, but I could be wrong. So
Wasn't happy. That's all I know.
no, it wasn't. Not at all, man.
Wasn't happy.
And then I kept on running it till it stopped moving, pretty much. Because if you're gonna break it, you might as well break it all the way. It was actually easier to drive when the gears were starting to let out because it was almost like traction control. It was
It's like
going,
a slipper clutch, right?
yeah, it was like a slipper. It was like adding, just slowly creep up to speed without getting all crazy and gnarly on you. So that was interesting. And that thing launched. That thing flies nice, really nice. But I broke it. So
So we'll find out what's wrong with it.
I didn't break anything. I'm trying to remember what did I break on that thing.
Just the trans.
Just the transmission. And then somehow I managed to make the dog bone on the front axle pop out, which I think is what actually broke whatever is in the driveline, because it made this noise. I couldn't figure out what it is. The first thing I broke was the hub, front hub, when I hit the tree. And I don't know if that was what it was, really. I think it was cold weather, but it wasn't really that cold, so Tim figures that Gord's buddy has a good video of the landing. I think I've probably got a good video of the landing too. I actually have not gone through any of the footage from that yet. Yeah, Gord, the only reason you survived with the big rock is because we didn't land on it. If we had landed on it, it would have squashed like a little bug.
What's the big rock? I don't think I've seen that one there.
Videos of the fire team. Okay, hold on. I can't do this that way. I got to download the videos because they don't play with the crap the other way.
Yeah, I remember. But after you're done running that fire team, you're so jacked.
It's a fun car. I like it. I would grab it before. Don't ask me to turn the internet on. Not yet. Ain't happening.
Then you don't get Sunday.
Well, that's okay.
The more you ask, the longer it takes. So each time you ask, we're adding 5 more minutes on. That's what I did to my niece and nephew. We went up to the track, and I said, each time you ask if we're leaving, we're staying longer. My plan was to stay for 20 minutes. We were there for 2.5 hours.
Okay, so Gord, which one is the? I got 2. Let's see here. Okay, so now I got to close out of this because it slows down the internet stupidly, which is really weird.
And then you got to turn off the volume.
No, I shouldn't have to turn off the volume because unless these are edited or not. Let's see here. Let's play it here and see. Okay, that one's nothing.
That sounded good. Ah,
Right? It's kind of grainy, though. Not a very good video that's sent to me. But that's that one. Let me try this one. Turn this one down. What do we got here? That was a quick video. Oh, that was just a little video. You don't have any of the big launches. I got to get some of the big launches off of my computer. All right, let's see. Can I share this window? Share screen. Let's share this screen.
Yeah.
All right, now where's the video? There it is. Okay, so there's no sound. I'll turn on the sound because there's nothing in it. Can't really zoom it. So that's what you get, right?
Think about the children.
That's one.
Think about the children.
Let's look at the other one. This is going in reverse. I almost did a full lap in reverse, but not quite. It was pretty close.
Yeah, at one time.
I did. I don't think you got it all on video, though, but I know I got it on video. So we shall see. We shall see. Those are the two videos he sent me of what he got while we were out there goofing around.
Poor car.
Right? We totally destroying that poor car.
Well,
So.
one day when you get the thing back up and running, we need to hit up the racetrack.
Yes.
Bring the Max. Bring that thing. Bring a race buggy.
Yep. I agree.
Which one is awesomer?
Bring the Python. Bring the Durango. I don't have any 1/10 scale off-roaders anymore, except for some short course trucks.
I got my short course truck, 2-wheel drive, and that's about it for 10 scale.
Yeah, I don't have any 1/10 scale buggies or anything anymore. Just nobody ever runs them, so why would I have it, right? If you're going to go out and bash, you're going to run 1/8 or bigger, usually.
4-wheel drive, 1/8.
4-wheel drive, something. Beast, right?
20S on it.
Tim's reply.
He's in.
Yeah, I'm in.
So we'll put Tim in the Max. You got the fire team. I'll take my buggy.
Yeah.
We'll have a race.
Okay. Works.
Because I'm kind of curious if we could put together for the off-road season the Max class. It'd
For
be
the
a good way,
off-road season, just a Max class.
yeah, it'd be a great way to get the non-serious racer in. See what's all about. You know?
Scott's like, I got nothing. Yeah, you got nothing because you don't want the car that I took out now.
Only has one run on it, bud.
Yeah, two runs.
2 runs.
Yeah.
2 runs, and it was running when he parked it.
It was running, just not very fast.
Still working when he parked it.
But it had all the wheels attached to it still, unlike the X-Max. And it had, one run, technically, because I never discharged the battery. I never got a full
battery
discharge
pack.
of the battery. Yeah.
One battery pack in there, bud.
And so the body looks real nice and everything. I get their design for that body looking like a side-by-side kind of a desert kind of off-road tactical vehicle. It's got a lot of little pretty bits that don't like it when you roll or flip it. Because there was a little bit of plastic flapping. A little bit of this, a little bit of flipping here, right? And then I also noticed that the batteries that I'm using in that don't allow you to put the body down right tight. They're a little too tall. So that is what it is. I might switch it over to some of the 100C discharge batteries I've got and see how those go. Something, right?
Oh,
Your big rock. Gord sent me some pictures of the big rock, and I don't know, are these after you ran it? Because you couldn't even tell what color it was anymore by the time we were done. That was the other thing. It was a very muddy day.
That thing was just caked in mud.
Everything was caked in mud that day. That was brutal. Okay, here, I'll show you guys this one here. This is Gord's big rock.
And that's what's that thing? It's like red cat, right?
No, that's Arma.
Arma?
Yeah.
Arma,
That's an Arma.
okay.
It's the 3S one, so it's basically a glorified granite 3S, really. A little bit beefier. Well, it's pretty much the granite.
Hi, Brenda.
Nope. That'd be Riley. That's Maddox's friend on his mom's account. So it's kind of muddy. Like, Gord, dude, clean your truck, man. You see that? You see this? They want me to put it on the internet. So they're going to message through to the live stream. This is how you get viewers. Okay, these are all different. You guys can see the comments. Hi. I might say no because it keeps asking.
Each time you ask, it's 5 more minutes. Each hi is 5 more minutes. Each please. Please. That's 10.
My issue is that you notice how it was starting to stutter and get glitchy? And then it stopped being glitchy at the exact same time as the internet got turned off. So, yeah.
But he left a like on the video. Like, subscribe and we'll think about it.
Yeah, you got to get me 3 more subscribers and I'll turn on the internet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I have not cleaned the fire team yet. It's still in the box of the truck, dripping in frozen mud now because it went down to minus 16 last night here. Which, I mean, come on. It was plus 16. And then it went to minus 16. What the hell? Like, really? Stop teasing me.
You should know it's not March yet.
Yeah.
It's till February.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or some would call it Febtober.
Febtober, yeah.
Which makes me sad. No Febtoberfest. Better luck next year.
Right? So, yeah.
Muddy.
Let's get rid of this. Very dirty truck, Gord.
Dirty.
Very, very dirty truck. Dirty truck. And get rid of that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I can't stream across that fast stuff, the other video I've got, because it's all shot in like 2.7 to 4K. And this StreamYard does not like videos in anything over 1080. Even if you input it into it, it just glitches. It could be my computer is having a hard time, but I think it's more the internet.
Could be all 3.
So, just gonna get rid of that.
Yeah, I'm also sad about 2 more races. That's
2 more races because you're gonna race your 112th. Did you even run your 112th on the weekend?
No, Tim ran it for me.
And what?
And it too was fast. It has a 21.5. It was racing against 17.5 cars. And it held its own. I thought the last main Tim was going to actually take it. He was actually going to win. We just ran into a little bit of inconsistency, had a couple of bad crashes, and then that was it. He almost had the fastest lap. He got beat up by like a 10th maybe. But he was driving that thing really well. I was so surprised. Guy grabs a pan car and just rips it around the track. Takes a second. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what he took with that.
See, I didn't get any video of that stuff, so we'll have to see what we do. I think I'm gonna have to get some more batteries, or I got to get maybe an external battery bank and a couple more memory cards, and then we'll be able to get all the mains. I'm not going to bother recording all the other stuff.
No,
we normally like the practices and all that junk. It's not really worth it, and I don't think the heat races are really that big of a deal either.
No, the mains are where it's at.
The mains are the ones that I would rather put the time in to edit. Now that I figured out, so far I've already spent about 3 hours editing the footage off of that thing, just trying to get it to track and not glitch and be smooth with its tracking. So,
Yeah,
but
Tim took
it'll be a cool video when it's done.
Yeah, Tim took a second place in the second main.
Did he?
Yeah. Just
With
barely.
Like I just can't get my head around those cars because they're so small.
He beat him by 0.14. It was a drag race down the back straightaway.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. Have you got on your computer there? Is it that computer you're on? Or is it the other computer?
Probably the other one.
Okay, but I need to know for the race that we did that F1, do you have that one? I need to know what the results were.
Oh, I didn't post those ones yet, actually.
No.
No, I didn't.
So give me what those results were, or show me whatever it was so that I can try and use that in my little ticker thing I'm trying to create on the side. And by the way, all you guys have got to get me pictures. So I've gotten pictures so far from let's see here.
Tim sent you one. Gert sent you two.
Yeah.
Matt Lowe you need.
I need Matlow. And it just the same thing. One of it this way and one of it this way, so that I can get in there and get we'll do a little bit of editing on it. And if you're sponsored by somebody, let me know who your official sponsor is, and I'll put it in there into the description for the intro parts and stuff like that. Being that they're just races and they're pretty quick, I can scroll it across the bottom, or I can scroll it across the top, or whatever I can do. I haven't figured out how to do it like a ticker tape style thing going across the top yet, but I'm working on it. I'll find something. What do we got here? Sent me another video. No, that's not the video.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait. Here's another video.
Wait,
I'll watch on this one first and see what it's like first. Well, that's just the little launch. All right. Let me find this one. Gord says this is the big launch. It's kind of a big launch, but it's not the big one it is. Not the one that broke the X-Max launch.
Crystal wants to know when crawling is.
When crawling is?
When is crawling, she says.
Crawling for where? What kind of crawling are we talking?
All of it?
Because crawling is like all the time, really. Just not when my sensitive bits don't want to get cold. Right? All right, let's see here. No, that's not it. That's not the video. Where'd it go? 16:45. Okay, this one.
Better be a gooder.
Might
Sounds
be.
loud.
It might be. It might be. All right. Let's make this. Stupid thing. I hate it when it does that. There we go. Okay. Okay, again, I found a cold either. I got a new one, and I am excited. Oh, you got a new rock crawler, and you're ready to go out. Okay. I see what you're saying. Crawling is pretty much whenever you want to go, and I will set up. I'll shoot you guys a message next time I go out. I'm just waiting for some rock to be exposed. I'm tired of crawling in the snow. It's boring
Or
me.
mud.
Or mud. I'm tired of crawling in snow and mud. I want to go crawling in actual, rock and have some fun and not have to clean the truck like a madman after taking it out. All right, let's play this video. This is with the transmission shot. So that's why you're going to hear all the horrendous grinding. Yeah, she's sounds like a screaming banshee. There wasn't much left of that. Let's try it again here and see if it plays. Yeah.
Almost caught it.
Very good. It's too glitchy. That's why I don't like playing those. Oh, now you think you're sending me a slow-mo. Oh, Gord. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna get this one sorted out.
If it's for real.
Well, if it's a slow-mo, then it'll be way better.
Because if it glitches out, it's okay.
Right? Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. It shouldn't glitch out. Riley, the internet's on, so you can go. And tell Maddox I'm going to kick his butt later. Okay. Okay, it says it's downloaded. Is this slow-mo of which one, though? Oh, that's a slow-mo of your big rock. I want slow-mo of the fire team. I'll show this one anyways. But I will not turn on sound for slow-mo because it usually sounds like hell. Okay, play. There we go. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. There we go.
Super slow. I'm not even there yet.
Super
I will get there. I will get you sooner.
Yeah, I can totally see this. Gord, dude. Okay, here we go. Now it's picking up. Now we're getting some mud spray. A little bit of muddy action and
The mud's still falling.
cut.
And
Cut to commercial. There you go. So Gord says that the one truck that he can't give up is his Max, but he seems to really like that big rock. So I don't know.
Yeah. I think most of it could go. As long as I have something to replace it with.
Yeah, see, now that's the trick. Can you let it go? Yes. I can let it go if I'm not going to end up going without entirely.
But this one here is the one I wouldn't sell.
Which one's that?
My whole
X-ray?
collection. My X-ray 20. 2020.
That's the newest one, right?
That's my newest one.
Well, your newest one, yeah.
My newest one. I want to find another one of these. I want to sell my 19 and get a 20 or 21.
Do you?
Yeah. That's
I
my.
can't order them anymore. I wish they had kept on selling them instead of just going straight up to the X4, right?
Yeah.
Like I wish they had continued making the T4 platform and then added the X4 platform to their lineup and just continued offering the 2020 version or 2021 version of the X4 and just gone with that, right? That would have been cool. But now you got to get a whole new parts bag full of parts and you got to do all this other stuff, right? There's a lot of guys who have mountains of parts for the older X-rays, but
this guy.
Yeah, that guy. This guy.
I think in my parts bin I have at least probably 1,500 worth of parts at least. Brand new in packages.
Right? Yeah,
Not
I
to
can
mention
see it.
$500 in parts in my parts bin.
Yeah, I can see it.
New parts that are opened.
I can totally see it, actually.
Yeah. So I got at least $2,000 worth of parts.
And you just feel, like you shouldn't get rid of those parts now because you just feel obligated. Right?
But then again, I'm kind of curious what the next platform is or the next model is going to be from X-Ray, if it's going to be better.
Right.
Because I don't think I'd go buy the X4 right now. Let the cat out meowing at me. There you go, kitty.
Well, there we go. Hey, I got to come back.
I'd go buy an X4 right now. Maybe if they had version 2, or you wait until you get the 23.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm almost done. I've talked about all the things I broke. Now I want to actually get some of that video edited because now I'm thinking about it and it was kind of cool. And now I want to see that fire team. I want to scour through my camera shots and my footage and see if I actually got the fire team launching. I think I did. I'm pretty damn sure I did. But I literally came in here and plugged it into the computer and went card dump and boom, and then carried on and went and did other stuff. So
I got so much footage to go through.
I have so much footage to go through. Never mind.
Mine to do still.
We shot. I got to do another. I got to do an unboxing with this thing. Well, not really an unboxing, but my daughter wants to go through this thing with Tanya because it's pink and purple. So, of course, right?
Interesting.
It's pink and purple, so the girls have to do a review on it. Working on a Sen 450 custom trailer and a Snap-on pickup and Snap-on car. Just don't want the Snap-on vehicles. Well, I have a Snap-on pickup. And Dustin has a Snap-on car. And actually, I have another Snap-on. Well, I got the old style truck on that Vanquish right now. Tim wants me to bring him in tomorrow, and he wants no. That's my project for tomorrow night. I'm not giving up my project.
So first of all, I was going to go in the shower with them.
Yeah. I don't think it's actually that muddy under the body, actually. Mostly it was the outside body that got really dirty.
Yeah, it gets close to the sides and all that, right?
Right. It doesn't really have anywhere for it to capture inside, and it's pretty enclosed around it.
It's not like the truck bodies where they hang off the side and just pack full of dirt.
Yeah, because the wheels are exposed and open. So all the mud flings off and out, not in to the body. So I think it's actually not going to be too bad. Yeah, Dustin's 6x6 snap-on hauler is all done up, though. He wasn't going to touch it. He was going to leave it stock, so it was worth more money. And then in Dustin, in typical Dustin fashion, he can't leave anything alone. So he started modding it all up.
Of course he did.
I want snap-on car and truck, so I got to find buyers. Yeah, I don't want the snap-on car, and I've already got a snap-on truck, so that's no good for me. Unless it's a 6x6. I would totally do the 6x6. Yeah, we have all the diff parts for the fire team. Okay. We probably, I hope we do, because it should be the same parts as the Limitless, right? Hoping.
Same platform.
If that's what broke. That's what we got to open it up and find out. Is that actually what broke? Which is why I want to do it on the live stream tomorrow night so that everybody can be just as surprised as me if it's something else.
So stop by the store, pick up all the parts just in case.
Yeah, I might do that. Maybe swing in. Then I'll have the parts to do it. And I can take it out and beat on it the next day, break it again.
Oh, God.
It went good. It's a fun truck. I like it. It's really fun. So,
And you're saying like that better than the X-Max for sure.
I do. I just have bad luck with the X-Max. I have terrible luck with the X-Max. Every time I take that X-Max out, I break something. It's usually a wheel comes off, or it spins the stupid pinion off. It hasn't done that in a long time, but I'm pretty sure that Tim put glue on there that I will never be able to change the pinion again. So if I ever chew up that pinion, it's toast. It's done forever.
I think that has a 2 mil on it, doesn't it? I think it has a 2 mil grub screw on that for sure.
Could be.
Maybe I'm 2.5. They're so big.
Yeah, they're big ones. They're big guys. So we have all the fire team diff parts. Cool. Okay. Cool.
For the Typhoon.
Okay. So I think we should call our night.
Okay.
You good? You good?
I'm good.
You good? Everybody's good? We're all good? Okay, everybody tune in tomorrow. What are you going to work on?
I got something kicking around for sure around here. Probably working on.
I should send that Bronco your way.
Should.
See if I remember to bring it in tomorrow. I'll send it in.
Fix that winch that somebody broke. Don't know who.
Out them in for the Typhoon pinion. Hold on. The pinion will be easy to take off when needed. Yeah.
Just need a
All right,
torque.
so
Add a heat.
we are definitely doing it tomorrow because it sounds like I have to go out to Never Land in the bush the next day. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, so we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, or we'll be wrenching on some junk. All right. Catch you guys.